Before we get to the Winston All-Star race, this was a race I forgot to put in earlier on in the 1988 season, so I'll go ahead and take care of this race now, and it's the exhibition race at Calder Park in Australia for the Goodyear NASCAR 500. 33 cars have entered, 33 will race, and there will be 120 laps. There are a lot of Australian stars that will race in this one, including a few Cup stars. So let's go ahead and get this race underway. John Krebs in the 33 and Terry Petras in the 15 lead the field to the green flag as NASCAR races overseas for the first time ever. John Krebs leads lap 1 as Jerry Churchill in the 11 moves to second. Lap 4, Jerry Churchill takes the lead and Lake Speed is catching them. Lap 11, here comes Lake Speed in his Marshall Motors Chevrolet. He battles Jerry Churchill and he ends up taking the lead. There's lots of competitiveness going on early in this one. The Australian crowd is loving it. Lap 16, Churchill looked to the inside of Speed, but Speed does a great job digging into that middle groove and he will keep the lead for now. Lap 22, as they get around the lapped car of Bill Schmidt, Dick Johnson has joined the picture for the lead in the number 17. Lap 30, Lake Speed gets held up by the lapped car of J.C. Danielson and Jerry Churchill takes the lead back with Dick Johnson moving up to second. Coming to lap 36, Dick Johnson goes down pit road to start the first round of green flag pit stops. Everyone else comes down a couple laps later. By lap 40, everything cycled through and this gives the lead over to Dick Johnson. Very good thinking on the 17 team. Things go pretty calm until about lap 59 when Harry Goularty in the 14 slides up the track, hits the wall and comes down on Neil Bonnet, causing him to spin. Gary Collins gets into him, Michael Waltrip and Alan Grice get collected as well. Tony Spanos and Ron Esau also clip Bonnet in the wreck. We restart on lap 65 with Lake Speed leading, Jerry Churchill second, Kyle Petty third, Dick Johnson fourth, and Terry Petras in fifth. Then on lap 70, we get another caution when Bill Schmidt smacks the wall and comes down on Ruben Garcia, putting Garcia in the wall. Dick Johnson leads the field to restart on lap 75 with Herschel McGriff in second and Sumner McKnight in third. And a lap later, a wreck in the back, Goularty gets into the one of Jim Richards and Bobby Allison goes spinning after contact from Chad Little and Jim Richards. A few more leaders pit, but Johnson stays out and we restart on lap 81. More trouble on lap 87 as St. James Davis in the 22 gets in the Brad Knopfsinger and Bobby Allison goes spinning right into Chad Little and Bob Howard. Cautions do breed cautions. After pit stops, Jerry Churchill takes the lead as we restart on lap 92. 17 laps to go, Dick Johnson gets to the inside of Churchill to take the lead, and here comes Sumner McKnight in the 83 entering the scene as well. Can he steal the win? Jerry Churchill, meanwhile, is held up by Bill Schmidt, and he loses several positions. 4 laps to go, McKnight is there, trying to get to Johnson's bumper for a shot to win. McKnight was close, but wasn't enough, and the supercar superstar Dick Johnson will win the Goodyear NASCAR 500 at Calder Park. Dick Johnson wins, Sumner McKnight is second, Gary Collins third, Robin Best fourth, John Krebs fifth. Of the NASCAR stars, Lake Speed gets sixth, he's the highest finishing of them, Jerry Churchill seventh, Terry Petras eighth, Rick McRae ninth, and Kyle Petty rounds out the top 10. A very good race at Calder Park, and who knows? Maybe NASCAR may look to come back here very soon. Alright, on now to the Winston All-Star race. We will begin with the Winston All-Star Open taking place here at North Wilkesboro. We got 33 cars entered into this one for just one transfer spot to advance into the All-Star race. There will be just 80 laps to determine who will get to go on to compete for $200,000. Rusty Wallace is on the pole with Brett Bodine starting second. Let's find out who will advance to the All-Star race. Ten laps in, Rusty Wallace has pulled away from the rest of the field. Then trouble for Dick Trickle, who was in second. He blows a motor, and that will bring the caution out. We go back racing on lap 17. After the restart, Derek Cope and Buddy Arrington go spinning, and they hit the wall to bring out the caution. A few guys stay out, and on lap 23, Harry Gant leads at the restart. But by lap 27, Rusty Wallace has made his way through the field, and he's back out in front. 10 laps to go, insanity takes place as Tony Spanos runs into the back of Gant, spinning the 33. Then Ernie Irvin and Eddie Bierschwell get together, and Rick Wilson has nowhere to go, as well as second place Phil Parsons. Unbelievable! Rusty Wallace continues to lead the restart with 5 laps to go, and before anything else could happen, Phil Parsons gets turned by Greg Sachs, and that is going to end this race under caution. Rusty Wallace will move on, and he will compete in the Winston. He wins the Open. Davey Allison second, Benny Parsons third, Brett Bodine fourth, Jimmy Means fifth, Bobby Hillin Jr. sixth, Dave Marcus seventh, Bobby Allison eighth, Michael Waltrip ninth, and Greg Sachs rounds out the top 10. All right, one last thing we need to cover, of course. Who got the fan vote? So here are the results of all the drivers I got voted for in the All-Star race. And I want to thank everybody for participating and getting to vote for their favorite driver. And of course, we'll do it again for 1989. So as you can tell, there is a 3-way tie for the most votes. And I wasn't really sure how to do it, so with a special thanks to Ferris for giving me this suggestion, I decided we're going to do a lucky draw, because that sounds like something the All-Star race would do. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel, and whoever gets chosen will be the fan vote winner among this 3-way tie. And the fan vote winner is Benny Parsons. He breaks the tiebreaker, and he will be competing in one last All-Star race in the 35. Be sure to stay tuned after the All-Star race to find out who won the fan vote for both the Busch Series and Winston Cup. And here we are, the 1988 Winston, the 4th running of this event. And to meet the minimum requirement of 19 cars, NASCAR once again invited Jody Ridley to compete in the All-Star race once more. He will be back in that number 76, Union 76 car once again, because he was a winner in 1986. As well as Joe Ruttman, he will also be in the race driving the 31 as well. NASCAR also decided to have a little bit of fun and invite the 1987 Busch Series champion, Larry Pearson. So he's been invited, and he'll get to participate to try and compete with the Cup drivers. And of course, lastly, as I mentioned before, Benny Parsons, the fan vote winner. Thank you guys so much for voting for their favorite drivers. Now, the other driver that was eligible for this is Tim Richmond. I do have an update for him. You can check back in part 5 of the 1988 Winston Cup season. I'll leave a playlist link down below to everything you need to catch up on for Sunday Night Lights. Tim Richmond basically said he was not interested in running it this year, but he may look into running it in 1989, or if not, 1990, simply because he's still in the middle of his rehab, and he is eligible no matter what because he previously won the All-Star race. So with that out of the way, there will be 3 rounds that total 100 laps. The first round will be 50 laps, and then the second round will take us to lap 85, so about 35 laps. And then after the caution laps, we estimate get a 10-lap dash to the finish for the All-Star race. Alright, so before we get started, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for the 1988 All-Star race. Starting on the pole is Lake Speed. He won the 1987 Texas World Race that got him into this race. He'll lead him to the green. Starting next to him is Bill Elliott, who looked pretty fast in practice as well. Starting third is Darrell Waltrip in the number 11, and starting next to him is Jeff Bodine in the number 5. Starting 5th is the 1987 and 1984 Cup champion Terry Labonte, and Bubba Nissen, who got his first career win last season at Pocono, he'll start 6th. The 1986 All-Star winner Neil Bonnet will roll off in 7th, and Ricky Rudd will start in 8th. Mark Martin got his way in by winning the very last race before this All-Star race. He'll roll off in 9th, and Sterling Marlin will start in 10th. Richard Petty, who got 2 wins in 1987, will start in 11th, and Morgan Shepherd will start 12th. Busch Series champion Larry Pearson will roll off 13th, and Jody Ridley will start in 14th. Ken Schrader, who's been having a breakout season, will start in 15th, and Kyle Petty rolls off in 16th. Dale Earnhardt won this All-Star race a season ago. He'll start 17th. He's got some work to do, and Joe Ruttman will start 18th. And then rounding out the field is the Open winner Rusty Wallace and the fan vote winner Benny Parsons. Lake Speed will start on the pole, and Bill Elliott starts 2nd as the 4th annual Winston is underway at North Wilkesboro. Coming back around, Bill Elliott leads lap 1, and then on lap 3, Benny Parsons starts to work his way through as he goes 3 wide for position. After that, things were pretty calm in round 1. Bill Elliott will collect a $20,000 bonus for being first place at the end of the first round on lap 50. We then restart on lap 55. Elliott still leads after pit stops. Jeff Bodine is 2nd, Terry Labonte 3rd, Bubba Nissen 4th, and Darrell Waltrip in 5th. Lap 62, Bill Elliott is long gone as Bubba Nissen and Terry Labonte fight to get around the lap car of Larry Pearson. Major trouble on lap 72. Bubba Nissen gets hooked by Rusty Wallace and gets into Terry Labonte. Benny Parsons has nowhere to go, and this collects Kyle Petty as well. Such a tough break for Benny Parsons, as this will most likely be his final All-Star race. Lap 78, Elliott continues to lead at the restart with Pearson, Martin, and Ridley a lap down. Ken Schrader and Bubba Nissen escape the lap traffic and work to chase down Elliott. Lap 82, Neil Bonnet gets dumped by Morgan Shepherd and is sent into the wall, but there was no caution. And then a lap later, Dale Earnhardt gets into the back of Jody Ridley and sends the 76 into the wall. Joe Ruttman, Morgan Shepherd, and Terry Labonte get damaged, and still no caution. Fans were confused on how this wasn't a caution. Besides that, Bill Elliott will lead at the end of round 2, and he collects another $20,000. And the final dash to win $20,000 is here. Just about 10 laps to go as Bill Elliott leads, Ken Schrader 2nd, Bubba Nissen 3rd, Rusty Wallace 4th, and Jeff Bodine in 5th. Coming back around, Jody Ridley gets turned by Joe Ruttman, and we are going to line them back up one last time. With that being said, we restart with 4 laps to go. NASCAR said this will be the final restart. Who is going to win the All-Star race? Ken Schrader tried everything he could, but didn't have enough time to get to Bill Elliott. And Bill Elliott, who pretty much led almost every lap, will win the 1988 Winston All-Star race. And Ken Schrader came oh so close. He finishes in 2nd, Rusty Wallace 3rd, Bubba Nissen 4th, Jeff Bodine 5th, Darrell Waltrip 6th, Dale Earnhardt 7th, Richard Petty 8th, Lake Speed Knight, and Terry Labonte rounds out the top 10, and I will show you as well the rest of the All-Star race results. Alright, so that completes 1988 in general. For Sunday Night Lights, the Busch Series, IROC, and Cup Series is complete, and more 1989 information will come soon. But before I go, I got one last thing to take care of, and that is who wins the most popular driver for both Busch Series and Winston Cup. Once again, thank you guys so much for your participation in voting, and we'll do it again next season as well. So, I will start with the Busch Series. Here are all the drivers and how many votes they got, except for the winner, because I'll reveal it here in a second. So, Richie Evans and Harry Gant both got 3 votes. Danny Marshall got 9. However, there was one more driver that had more votes than them all. This guy is a seasoned veteran on the circuit, and it almost felt like he had a little bit of a resurgence this season, grabbing a couple of wins. He'll be back to racing the Busch Series again for 1989. the driver of the number 00, the 1988 NASCAR Busch Series most popular driver, goes to Sam Ard. A big congratulations to Sam Ard, very popular among the fans. He was indeed the first ever champion of the Busch Series. Can he perhaps win another? And now on to the Winston Cup Series. The votes here were pretty close, I would say, for this one. Rusty Wallace, Bubba Nissen, Jimmy Means, Benny Parsons, and Harry Gant all got 1 vote. Alan Kowicki got 3 votes, Dale Earnhardt had 6, and Bill Elliott had 7. But there was one other driver that had just 1 more vote that topped them all off. This guy got his first ever Winston Cup win in a shock in 1983 at Atlanta, and because of that, he's been with Bud Moore ever since. He picked up a win this season at Talladega in the spring. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1988 NASCAR Winston Cup most popular driver, the driver of the number 15 Motocraft Ford for Bud Moore Engineering, Mark Martin. Huge congratulations to Mark Martin. I think this is a guy that's finally coming onto the scene, and I think here very soon he's going to be a championship threat for years to come as we head into the 90s decade very soon. So there you have it. A big congrats to Sam Ard and Mark Martin, your most popular drivers, and that wraps it up for 1988. It's been a while, and I'm glad you guys have stuck around and enjoyed all the videos. And just give me a little bit of time, and we'll have 1989 up and running before you know it. So thank you guys once again so much for following along, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.